Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about equilates definition, axioms, and postulates. So we already know that there are some statements in mathematics which is termed as universal truth, but we in general we don't need to prove it. So the Greek mathematician of Euclid's time thought of geometry as an abstract model of the world in which they lived, and the notion of point, line, plane, or surface and so on were derived from what was seen around them. So based on these criteria, Euclid's defined some points, some definitions, some axioms and postulates. So what these based what is this defined as, like a solid has a shape and size, positions, and can be moved from one place to another place, and its boundaries are called surface. So to define this term, some examples have been taken, and based on this some definitions given by him in the term of elements. So few elements are given here that we'll discuss. First of all, a point is that which has no part. A point is a shapeless, we can say, surface, and a line is breathless length. A line is breathless length, that means there is no any breadth of line, and at the end of a line are points. The end of a line are points, that means whenever we suppose a small portion of a line ray, that is called as a line, and this line is also having one starting point and ending point. And a straight line is a line which lie evenly with the points on itself. Straight line, it means these 2 points, that means we suppose that starting point and ending point, so starting and ending point, between these two we suppose a straight line. Surface is that which has a length and breadth only. So surface, when we talk about a plane surface, xy plane or any Cartesian plane, so there is having a breadth and a length and breadth both. The edges of a surface are line. The edges of surface of line, that means when we talk about the square, rectangle, trapezium, so the edges of this surface are always line, straight line. And a plane surface is a surface which lies evenly with a straight line on its surface. And a plane surface is a surface which lies evenly with the straight lines on its surface. That means a plane surface which lies on the straight line. That means when we talk about a plane surface, so this plane surface will be composed of a straight line, right? Now coming to the next topic, that is Euclid's axiom. So what is axiom? Starting with his definition, Euclid's assumes some properties, certain properties which were not to be proved, and these assumptions are actually obvious and universal truth. So based on this, he defined some statements as a postulates and axiom. So basically, postulates are the term. It is a term which is related to the geometry. The statement which is related to geometry, and the statement which is not related or in general, in common in mathematics, are called axiom. So let us go through some axioms. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. That means whenever we write a statement in mathematics, that is 5 equal to 5. So when we add 1 and 1 to both sides, the resulting will be 6 equal to 6. So the equals, when the equals are added to equals, the resultant will be equal. Similarly, if equals are added to equals, and the whole are also equal, that means when we add a equal number to equals, then the resultant will be equals, and things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. That means if A is equal to B, then B is equal to C, and so ultimately we can say that A and C both are equal. Similarly, the next one, that is in place of addition, if you do the subtraction, then also it is equal. If you subtract equal number from the equals, then the resultant will be equal. Things which are coincide with one another are equal to one another. That means if you are having a two pen like this, if I have one marker and if I put one more marker beside this, so ultimately you can say that this is only one marker, because I have placed this marker in such a way that the second one marker is actually hiding the first marker. Similarly, if we keep objects one on the other and this totally superimpose the second object, that means it is called as a coincide thing. But these two are equal in length, this shape, size, and in all the dimension. The whole is greater than a part. That means when we divide a whole, suppose if we are having circle and if you divide by 4, then the fraction of each part will be 1/4. So obviously when we compare a small portion of a circle and a whole circle, because the whole is 1, so obviously the 1/4 is less than 1. That means the small portion of the whole part is always smaller. We can say that the whole part is greater than. Things which are double of the same thing are equal to one another. Likewise, when we add or subtract equal things to the equal, the resultant will be equal. Similarly, when we multiply or divide, divide equal things by same number, like we can say that a double or half, then the resultant will be equal. Now coming to the postulates one. So in Euclid has given some postulates. Basically there are 5 postulates. Let's go through the first one. A straight line may be drawn from any point to any one point. That means when a straight line is drawn, so whenever a straight line is drawn, we from the one point, single point, we are drawing the straight line. But where to draw the straight line in a plane surface, it is very critical situation. So to draw a straight line, we usually have 2 points. That means in the graph also we know that to draw a straight line, the representation of linear equation to variable, we need 2 points. So 2 points is needed to connect one line. Now contrary to this, there is one more axiom is given, that is which supports the postulate, that is given 2 distinct points, there is a unique line which passes through them. Now there is on 2 points in the plane, and if we join these 2 planes, so there will be only one straight line. There will not be any other straight line which passes through these 2 points. Now the second postulate is a terminated line can be produced indefinitely. Terminated line, that means if you talk about a line segment, so line segment, the word this line segment comes from the ray. Ray is endless, so a small portion of ray we are selected, that is a line segment. Line segment can be extended from both the side. The third one is a circle, can be drawn with any center and any radius. If we select one point in a plane and if we draw one straight line, with the help of the straight line we can draw the circle, that is termed as a radius. So any radius, any center point we can take. The next one is all right angles are equal. All right angles are equal, that means 90 degree. If in one figure, suppose in right angle triangle it is 90 degree, in a square rectangle it is 90 degree, so both are equal. There is no any change here. The last one is a straight line falling on 2 straight lines, makes the interior angle on the same side of its taken together less than the 2 right angles. Then the 2 straight lines produced indefinitely meets that on that side which the sum of the angle is less than the 2 right angles. So clearly it is mentioned that if there are 2 lines and one more line, that which is called the transversal line, and the angle subtended by this the interior angle on the one part, and both the interior angles are not right angle, then the we can say the sum is not supplementary, then the lines will going to meet when extended on both the side. And the contrary, we can say that if the sum is 180 degree, then the line will be parallel, they are not going to meet. So basically this statement, this postulates is true in case of rectangle and square, because when we take 2 opposite line, so these 2 lines are parallel, because the third line which is intersecting these 2 makes a supplementary sum. So this is these are the postulates which are true in all the situation and don't need to prove in any condition. Thank you so much.